So I pretty much did all of the work. I'm just showing you what it'll look like. So I did this cluster. I got the idea from Shu Wen from Shoe Puff Design. She had done a way more smaller picture cluster in black and white of like photos throughout the year. And it was for her Reason Why page. So I love that idea. So I just did it in my own version. And I was able to take in an app called Moldiv, I did it. And I did two almost like 4x6 photos. I had matted it with 15. I think it was 15 photos and 15 photos. And then when you print it out, the last row on this side gets cut off, which is fine. And so they're just kind of like 2-inch squares of photos throughout the year. And this bottom row gets cut off too. So what I want to do is have this photo. Here's my Reason Why, in which I do want to probably embellish the edges with that star stamp. So it'll sit like so. And then on a piece of acetate, I've cut out this wreath that I've had in my Silhouette design store. And I used plaid pattern paper from this one that I had hauled for my kit. And then a 21 that was like gold glitter paper that I have in my stash as well. So then I'm gonna push this all together like so, and that will be like the opening page. And I almost feel like I want to double cut this again so that it's fuller, is my thought. So here, let me just show you what this looks like without the busy photo. So that will be my title page. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut a second one. That way it looks a little bit fuller. And then what I'm also, the only thing I want to see is what a page protector, here's one, looks like with it. If I made it fit in this, in the book, so it's clear instead of the white border. I'm wondering if I like that better. You know, and then have this behind that so that it's clear on clear here and the edge is not there. And then just cut down this Reason Why to be 8x10 so that it fits directly behind here. So that's what I think I'll do too. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably cut this down so that it fits in here, bedazzle this up, and that way the opening page is in a page protector and not an exposed picture, because I like the clear edges for here, like they're both just floating. So that's what I'll do for this one. So let's finish this one up and get this one going. So this I need to cut down and then emboss.
Okay, so the first thing I have to do is just cut the Reason Why page down to an 8x10, and then I started to get out the stamp set. This is a star stamp set that I used in a previous video to embellish kind of the edges. Now I've lost some of the beginning footage, but it's I'm going to lose the name. It's the red ink stamp set from Ali Edwards that I'm using, but then also pine needles from Distress Oxides, which is what I'm using right now. And then I just have a classic black ink stamp set that I'm using from Close to My Heart, which I do believe is archival. And I go between doing outlines and the filled in stars as well. I like the variation. And don't get me wrong, you can do as much or as little as you want. For me, it was kind of like once I started, I kept on adding, and then I was just like, well, I don't want any white space, so let's keep on adding. And then thought I was done here, and then I was like, no, those 2 inches on both sides in the middle need to be covered too. So I covered the entire border, and I think it looks so cute, very festive.
Okay, this looks much better with the second one added on top. So I just cut it again twice, and I did it a little bit bigger. So that way I had a little bit more of that fullness going on. So I love the way this is looking. And then let me just grab over my Reason Why. You saw me stamp that out, and then this one as well. Now the only last thing I am thinking is whether or not I want to add like my Reason Why in like gold here somewhere, but I think maybe it does it just fine being as so. So the way this is gonna look for me, I'm going to have it in the pocket And then the reason why on the other side. That star stamp from Allie Edwards might be like my favorite one ever. I just really like the versatility. I know I'm going to use it a lot. Alrighty. So this is my title page. So this will be here. That is on top. So both are clear. Voila. And then when you turn it, it'll have my reason why. And then most likely story one will start on the right side for me. The only thing I'm last to do is I pulled out the stickles I had pulled, and I think I'm going to do the little gold berries on it. So wherever it's kind of like a little bit of a circle, I'm going to add some gold red stickles, and I have the silver, and I feel like maybe I'll just like put it on and then just kind of daub it so that the branches get a little bit like glittery, flocky S going on to them. And then my title page shall be done.
Okay, so I super fast forward this part because you don't need to see me add red stickles to my page, but this element was pretty cool, and then I added the silver and just kind of touched it and spread it around, and I love the final result when you look at it all layered together.
Okay, so I added the berries and I added the gold, the silver glitter. And last but not least, I feel like either the word magic. These were acrylic pieces from last year's. These are the only two that I didn't use. So I either like that one, magic, or believe. And I think I'm going to use magic because in my reason why, I kept on describing how I want to create the magic of Christmas for my daughter. She's at a fun age. I remember my parents creating magic and how I want to do that for my daughter. So I think it's going to be magic. It's going to look like that with that. So if you will, I will say, I will try to do process videos as much as I can, or maybe group a few together, because I know that during the week it's very hard for me to work on it. So I know I'll always be doing batches of pages on the weekends. So definitely though, follow me on Instagram, because if I finish it the day of, I will most likely just post a picture over there. So that makes me stay on top of it and then group the videos together here. Okay, so that's fun. Look how cute. Okay. Okay, so I am done with my title page. Look how cutie cute. Okay, this has to dry because the little red bubbles need to be there. And then that way, this will be over it. Love. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Till next video. Ta-ta!